I've got something a little different today. I need to refurb a trailer so I can sell it. What does that have to do with a tree and a chainsaw? Well, there's no deck on it. I think it'd probably sell better with a deck on it. So this tree's dead. I'm assuming it's because I've been driving over its roots, but a woodpecker's been attacking it. The foliage is all brown. There's a little bit of green on there, but it's got to come down. And there's another one right there. I keep putting my wheelbarrows in harm's way though. I think it survived, but I gotta stop that. Yeehaw! So I need 15-foot lumber for my decking. The great news about this one is I don't see any rot at the butt of the log. It's kind of why I wanted to get it down. It's in really good condition. Tractor's not going to have much fun with this. I'll probably just go 15'8". So right about there. I'm sure the woodpecker will be sad. I was afraid of that. Seems like that's my go-to move every time. Looks like I'm gonna have to drag it. It's just not gonna fit down through here for one. I'll get it turned around, I can grab a hold of the end of it. There we go. Who's got money on me pinching my saw in there again? I've got 10 of yes, I will. Well, I guess I'm out $10. Oh, it's still attached. There we go. Still attached. I don't know what to. Oh, whoops. Yeah, it's got all kinds of stuff still attached. Well, that should move a little easier. Yeah, so me and the camera are overheated. I don't even know if I can get back to the house with the mess I got here, so I guess I'm gonna give the camera a few minutes to cool off in the nice cool cab of the tractor. Not me though. So yeah, I'm gonna finish limbing up this mess and try to shove this all off to the side, I guess. I'm gonna try to do this without wrecking my tractor. Poking holes in my fuel tank and my radiator, ripping off hydraulic lines, etc. I'd like to have a nice guard for the front of this thing. Some expanded steel or something. Should probably make something sooner than later. Just want to bunch it up into a pile until I can get it moved to a burn location. No way in heck I could burn right now, it's so dry. It would just be irresponsible. And normally I'm all for that, but fire is not something I want to mess with. I guess I need to finish cutting the branches off of that. Oh, there's a rock right there. Feels like I'm plowing now. That's a lot of snow plowing, just running into stuff and you can't see. We needed another eyesore for the yard anyway. This will do nicely. It's just too bad I can't share it with the neighbors. It'll be just out of sight. I'm sure they'll hate that. Now I got a pretty good bunch out here. Nobody's ever complained at me about anything. Still hanging in there? No blackberries were harmed. Some of them are looking pretty good. So yeah, here's the patient. My hitch is way too low, but 3x3. This last bit here on the end I'm going to cut off. I had to do this for my sawmill. So that leaves 15 feet. Be a good trailer for somebody to haul 3 or 4 ATVs on. That is a big log. It's about all that tractor wants. And even then, I'm not sure it wants it. Hopefully I can get it up on here without dying. Probably not far from the limits of the mill either. I actually think it'd be really neat to have a skid steer that was, you know, strong enough to lift stuff like this, but just purely electric. Hydraulic, obviously. Reason being is I only really ever need them for a few minutes at a time. We're making 2x8s, 1.5 by 8 inches. That's a girthy boy there. That's a beautiful log. There's not a knot in it. Kind of a shame to use it on a trailer. Now I gotta flip it 180. Yeah. Dusty. Oh, that's a beefy guy. If I don't end up using all of these for the trailer, these are going to make some nice planks. I used what planks I had. I had some 2-inch by 12-inch planks. I used them for a ramp for the motorcycle shed, so I've kind of been hurting. I need about 10 2x8s to cover the deck, and they're going to be full length. That's a beauty right there. So now I just got to stand it back up and slide it back. It still isn't light. Whoa! Oh, it's chunky. So now I want to start in increments of 1.5 inches. Looks like I can go all the way to 15. What I cut off of there might be useless. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, take that. Just put that side down. So I got 8 nice clean ones. I'll have to recut one of those wide guys to get one more, or 2 actually. Probably not that one though, that's too nice. So that gives me 9. I'm gonna wait to cut the last one because it's gonna need to be cut custom width. Wow, this is way better than a table saw when you're working by yourself. All right, I'm gonna back the trailer down here, throw this stuff on, and I'm gonna take it up to the top yard where I've got power and it's close to the house. I'm tired. Lights at Harbor Freight, $40. So I gotta cut a piece of steel. Yahoo! I'm gonna rip your arms right off. That's hot. Big shock, I know. Yeah. Enough to hold the light on. Those routed through there. Looks decent. Hopefully they're not too vulnerable. Beauty. All right, those fit. That works. Let's see what it looks like from a few feet back. And then we'll take them off and get some spray paint on there. That's way better than the no lights it had before. All right, now I can throw some paint on it. I think I'll do a little 1/2 inch overhang on each end. Just get the head of that screw just below the surface. Well, it didn't like that. Off to a great start. I'm sure that's like super hard there now. Maybe this is too fast. Whew. That was not fun. Maybe this isn't going to work. Yeah, that's pretty well knackered. I guess I could pre-drill them. This trailer is made out of some thick tubing. We were almost there. I don't think so. Get out of here. Get. Well, there's a stake pocket there. I'll leave that one back. Now I got a gap. This outside of this trailer wasn't straight. My timber's straight. So maybe I'll get the power plane, fit that. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. It's too hot. I think we're gonna have a thunderstorm. We could use it. I know. I think I may have to continue this adventure another day. Doesn't take anything to clog that up. There's a little mechanism in there so you can direct it to either side, and I swear that's what clogs it up. Wonder if I just put that bit in this drill. I'm gonna try it. I think that broke that screw. Sure did. I guess it didn't like being forced into that steel. Oh, I'm an idiot sometimes, most of the time. Well, let's go next to it. Pre-drilling it is. You think I could find my 5/16 nut driver? Nope. Well, you get the idea. I'm gonna crank out a bunch of this. So the decking's looking pretty good. I got 3 of them on. Left this one short for the stake pocket, but what I need to work on now is actually putting the new jack on here so that I can put the welder away and be done with it. And then I can finish this some other time, I guess. I'm running out of steam fast. They look all right countersunk like that. I just know that if you're putting something on there, you don't want those screw heads to be grabbing stuff. And then here on the end, once I'm done, I'll just cut across it with the skill saw. Nice straight line. Just like that, it looks like it's gonna start raining. Yeah, it's gonna rain any minute. Good bolts. Save those. Oh yeah, here comes friggin' microburst. Gonna blow the house right off the foundation. Well, I might not be a smart person, but I know that that sky is getting dark quick, so I guess I'm gonna pick up these tools. Well, it's the next day. Absolutely beautiful, 70 degrees. I got chased out of here last night by the weather. We had a thunder shower. I'm gonna shift gears a little bit here now before I finish those. I'm gonna do the wiring so that I can access everything, and I think I'm gonna run them up the middle. The kit came with awful little wire nuts, and I don't know what they're called, those things that like bite into the wire. They're terrible. Got the Hercules heat gun and these crimpers, which are excellent. I'm gonna put it in some loom that I have. Don't really look like I have a whole lot of extra. I tied it around the hitch, and this is literally what I have left. So this is meant for a short trailer, I guess. And to supplement, I'll just use this red and black. Not gonna need to lengthen it by much. Could just about make it work, actually. Let me double check the other end here. Okay, so change of plans here a little bit. If I just go straight back to this point, I have enough. That shouldn't be a problem. Well, I couldn't put my hands right on the solder, but I do have these heat shrink solder things that work pretty good. I'll put these on and then do some regular marine heat shrink over top. This will just get grounded to the chassis. I can just put it right on this nut, actually. I actually have a attachment for this for this very purpose. I should probably go find it. All right. Maybe this will do it better. You should actually see that solder flow in there. It's a low temperature solder. I think that's all we need. These are quite a lot larger than they need to be. Seems I've used up all the other size. That's hot on the fingers. Ooh, that's hot. Yeah, I've pulled it apart. This is going well as usual. This is super awkward. Takes a lot to get that to melt. All right, it's finally starting to go liquid. I'll call that good. Looks decent enough. Pull this guy over it. It's gonna be tight. I'll have to let that cool off, because if I don't, that'll grab a hold of that the minute I try to slide it over there. Now, unfortunately, this side over here, I've covered with wood. What if I just make these a bit longer and just tie them over themselves? Make it a little easier. Help hold it together while I'm trying to do this. No, I almost didn't put my main piece of heat shrink on there. Hold up. Gotta put these ones back on. I'm my own worst enemy. Talk myself right in and out of things while I'm doing them. And if I can get those to hang out right there. That'll work. Let's do this part. I might have been asking a bit much for that piece of... Yeah, looks like that's not big enough. Try to mush these together some, but... Oh yeah, just friggin' force it. Well, yeah, did so good, I went right over it. Unbelievable. All right, well, that's enough to cover it. This could be better too. I don't like the way it's shaped. It's a little hot. Like that. That's what we want. That looks pretty good. I like this marine heat shrink. It's got adhesive inside of it that like glues the wires together. Makes for a really nice joint. So now I just gotta fasten these. I think these turned out good. The welds aren't anything great, but all it is to hold a light. I like these Christmas tree bits because it chamfers the hole, leaves a nice hole, and then just hit the back too. Cleans it right up. There, zip tie ready. Now I gotta do another one up here. The one side I can hook onto this. I'll just put another hole like here. Might as well have a seat. Ideally, a big piece of shrink wrap would have been nice for this. So I'm just going to tape down in and then come back out and then slide that back. Go down over it again. That should be good. This could be longer. I may extend this back and pack it in there. Probably should do that. Just gonna do these up loose for now. Putting two in there is a lot easier. It's so twisty. Let me cut it off. There's that half. Oh, except for they're not gonna work without the grounds hooked up. All right, well, let me do that first. I just gotta clean up the I'm gonna take a little paint off, hook the ground up. I could use a self-tapper, but I don't wanna. Just loop this guy around. Parking lights. Those are looking good. Left blinker, nice. Hey, they work. The other thing too is there's a pin here. I think drilling a hole for that so we can go in all the way would be good. You don't want this to slip out. Like there, that high. Oh, it's like multiple layers. Oh, I see, they extended the hitch. Oh, great. That'll probably be enough. Yep, enough to allow it to just go in all the way. All right, let's weld her on. I didn't say it was going to be pretty. Don't worry, it's not. I do believe that'll hold a trailer up. It's hitting that weld. Alright, I guess I have to fix that. Beauty. Looking like we're gonna need a new lens. I've got one. They're like $12. Alright, so just half of a chain. Because I could have cut it a little bit more even. Definitely overkill. It's hot, like somebody was just welding there. That's weird. I wonder why that was. There's never anywhere good to like hook your chains onto. I mean your wires onto. You put one like right here and then one back here on the side. Why? It's like not sticking. There we go. No. All the welding I've been doing has been fine. And all of a sudden now it doesn't want to stick. But that should work good for holding the... I think there's going to be a little loop of wire. That way anybody, if they need to, they can take it out and, you know, have a little bit extra if they want. You never know how trucks are set up, so I'd rather have the extra at the front. Certainly isn't much extra back here, you know. Oh yeah, I finished these up. Yeah, you already saw that. There, marketplace ready. Black to white, why not? Now I've got these stupid things. They're not stupid, I guess, but stupid that I don't have what I need. Oh yeah, the mosquitoes, they know that I'm vulnerable. Now they're trying to bite me. They know my hands are full. How do they know? Get off of me. The old wrench thing works pretty good. There. There's plenty extra here. Like I said, they can coil it up if they want to. It's getting dark. I guess this is going to carry on another day. All right, I've got 1 hour before I have to clock into work. Every free moment I've had, I've been trying to get this thing done. Rather than get the grinder out to knock down these high spots, I might just kind of notch them out with the skill saw. Kind of sick of grinding, to be honest with you. And then there's this big glob here. I'm definitely going to be like channeling out for that. That made some little indentations. I'll try drilling again with the screw. Well, that didn't work. Oh, pulled the drill right out of that. That's great. Useful. What was this channel called again? It ain't even moving. Holy cow. Well, at least I can just chuck the drill. Let's try that again. Now, I wonder if I can reuse this. Welcome to your daily dose of struggle. Oh yeah, I was only doing one in the middle. Freaking idiot. Yep. That did not sound good. Oh, great. This is going well. I should have known these bits were going to be stupid. And it just grabs it. What the frick? Whatever, I'll just try sending a screw in there, see what happens. Probably snap it off in the hole. I guess it was fine. Hopefully I don't have to do that every time. Really? Every time? What an absolute pain that is. I would chuck it into the drill further, except I don't have enough drill then. See if I can manually put some torque on that. "20 minutes left. Time for one more." Another pack of screws gone at $8.95 a piece. All right, that's it for now. Come back out here at lunch, and probably this evening as well. Whew. I guess I should probably charge some batteries, like this one and this one. Well, it's my lunch break. Back to my relaxing activity of working on this. I stuck my new lens on. Hopefully you'll be able to see things more clearly now. I don't know. I didn't really see a problem with it before, but I don't want to make a bunch of video and have it be blurry. So I'll try not to weld with this one. Wow, ½ inch difference down here. We may have to rip one of these to make it fit right. And it's probably, this one here is 15 at the top, and it's 15 1/8 in the middle with a ½ inch space. So I may scribe this one and cut it on the table saw, well, or just cut it with skill saw. Let me get it all lined up the way I want it. The plank itself's pretty straight. So I'll make this gap the same on this end, and then I'll scribe it and cut it. Theoretically, I want it to be 14 1/2. I'll just make a series of marks with pencil, and we'll connect the dots. It's pretty well good right there. It's good till here. Thing's clogged up. Friggin' junk. Tell you, it's a bit warmer out here now than it was this morning. Whew. Now, as far as fit goes, it looks pretty good. Whew. It is warm. So we're a little more than 15 and a half there. Methinks my lumber is not completely parallel. 15 and a quarter, it's more like the other end. I'm guessing this side's bowed some. I'm actually thinking now would be a good time to pin these wires up so I don't have to crawl under there. Well, I have some cable clamps, but surprise, surprise, I can't find them. I'm gonna cut some strips out of this aluminum coil stock. What I'm gonna do is just put a screw on each side, just like a little sling. I don't need much. I'll show you exactly what I mean when I'm done. These right here will be perfect. Hopefully somebody will appreciate this. Doesn't seem like anything's ever done particularly well anymore. There, that sucker ain't going nowhere. It looks pretty good down here. Pretty well fastened all the way up. Not gonna get caught on stuff. Back there is a little bit iffy, but I might put one more on that driver's side one once I get the rest of the decking boards on. And just like that, another hour has passed. My lunch break is coming to a close, so I'll finish it up this evening, hopefully. Yay, it's after work, so now I can get back to the job that I was doing before work and on my lunch break and now after work. It's cool now, though. So this one's ready. I'm gonna screw this one down and then measure for the last one. We'll go cut that on the mill. I don't know why I'm so tired all the time. Heaving this lumber around. I am ready to be done on this thing. Seven 3/4, 8. No, looks like it's just gonna be a 2x8 that I shaved down a few spots. Well, I walked all the way down here and forgot that I had this one with a little bit of bark on the bottom. We're gonna send it. Well, hopefully this will just drop right in. Right. Because that's how things go around here. Yeah, I need to take off more. I like it. All right, just gonna chisel out where that big booger is. Something like that. The old adjuster stick out. Mm-hmm. And it's not. Oh, I guess it's fine. Well, there. Just destroyed my bit. Friggin' lovely. Guess we'll go back to the other one. Not a good day to be a drill bit around here, apparently. Something about this middle part is like double thickness or something. Try to get away from that, I guess. There's that. I think I'm gonna put some sideboards on it. First, let's trim this off. I think that looks pretty good. All right, I did find a ring terminal. See if I can find a piece of heat shrink that'll go over that terminal just to kind of, I don't know, make it live longer. That barely fits over it. We're gonna say that it will. Yeah, I guess what I didn't put on there though. Can I jam that down over it? Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna shrink down all the way. It's all right. If that glue in there can bite a hold of it, that'd be great. I like it. And then probably put a few zip ties on the loom. A couple of these together. And then fasten it to the centerpiece here. How I get so many tools out, I don't know. But I do know how my shed gets the way it is. I just take stuff in there and check it. This is a friggin' broom for Smurfs. It's like 6 inches wide, 8 inches wide at best. Well, I'll see you soon here. It'll probably be tomorrow for me. I'd be lying if I didn't think I thought in my head that I could do all this in one day. Do you do that to yourself too? Way over optimistic on what you can get done. So I worked on it all day Sunday, yesterday after work, today before work, today during lunch, and today after work. I should have just sold it as it is. Well, it's the next day after work. Get some sideboards on this thing, get it the heck out of here. Forgot to hit my ground screw with some paint. Well, I guess I'm gonna take one of these and cut it into some 2x4-ish material for the long parts of the sideboard, and then I'll use some of these 2x4s for the rest of it. Oh my God, am I really about to make a 2x12 into 2x4s? Something wrong with me. That's a good spot to use these 2x4s up anyway. I wasn't real impressed with them. This one's all kind of crooked. It'd be perfect for an upright. It'll be cut in little short pieces. Done. Get it out of here. Last one was sporty. Stuff is made of splinters. I should tighten it up. Man, I got a splinter right in my thumb. No, I didn't do anything. Okay. All right, that should have been the hard part. Just had some pizza from the local convenience store. It's just getting worse and worse all the time and more expensive. It's like a $10 pizza at best. Like Little Caesars is better. They're $5 hot and ready. But there you get like 20 bucks for pepperoni pizza. It's insane. At least make it good. All right, enough of that rant. Let's get these sideboards done. done with this thing. Yeah, I could put fenders on it, but I'm not gonna get what I put into it out of it, so at least it's usable. Oh yeah, I gotta cut these. I think that looks pretty good. It's a big trailer. It's 15 feet long. And the width inside, come on. $75.50 inside. Be a good trailer for a side-by-side. You'd have to build a ramp. I'm not about to do that. If somebody wanted to pay me to do it, I would think about it. Problem is I can't get like a ton of money for it because you can go buy a brand new one for not a whole lot of money. Let's hook this thing up and go drive around the neighborhood with it. Quite long enough. That's not ideal. Yeah, so we get a couple of those shackles or something, lengthen those chains. I guess there'll be one more round of working on this thing before I can finally, one, put this video up and list it for sale. So well, it's the next day again after work. Got a solution to my safety chains being too short. Rather than cut stuff off, I get some of these quick links. I'm gonna add some chain. So I'll use 2 of these on each side with a couple pieces of chain. I know it's not ideal, but I don't want to cut those off and re-weld. Plus I'd have to put the, I don't know, I don't know. Let's get after it. Yes. Just a couple of links. I'll tighten those up real nice with a wrench. Now they're adjustable lengths. That actually works good. I imagine somebody will have a heart attack over this. You just gotta make sure they're closed. brought this trailer home behind our minivan at the time. We had a 2014 Chrysler Town and Country. I think I bought it in Cherryfield. You wouldn't even know the thing's on this truck. I think that about wraps it up. Thing come out pretty good, toe's pretty nice. Might need to add some air to the tires, but thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please think about it. Or just do it. Also, if you could share this with your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. If you think they would enjoy this type of thing. Alright, see you around.